Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Conversations with Nicole show. I'm Nicole Huckabee. My guest today is Warren Stone. Remember Warren from The Voice season 4? Remember that he was known as the singing firefighter? Well, this is Warren's second appearance on the show, and I'm delighted to have him back as a repeat guest. Today, he's going to share his journey post The Voice, his reflections on the show, overcoming challenges, and his exciting future plans in music and his quest to become a digital creator. I really hope you enjoy our conversation. Let's get started. Everyone, welcome to Conversations with Nicole. I am delighted to have as my guest today Warren Stone. He is a repeat guest. I'm glad to have this reunion with Warren. As you may remember, he was a finalist on The Voice season 4, respectfully known as the singing firefighter. You will always be remembered as the singing firefighter, Warren. Thanks for joining me again today.
Thank you for having me.
This is so awesome. I talked to you about 2 years ago, and we talked about mental health, and that is so near and dear to your heart. But let's just remind the folks about your time on The Voice. It really was life-changing for you. Talk a little bit about that.
Life changing is that
Understatement?
that doesn't even remotely put it into play, but it was a great experience for me. Me being a South Carolina boy from Hannah, South Carolina, um, getting on a plane for the first time and first time flying going to LAX and then getting off at LAX and having no idea what is going on. Um, and then you have the the moment where the person's holding up the sign that says Mr. Stone. I'm like, oh, okay, all right. This is gonna be good. I'm gonna be famous. Famous, infamous, however you may call it. But it was a great experience. I met a bunch of cool people, and it also kind of led the way for me to be able to move to Nashville, um, become friends with some great songwriters. It really was a life-changing event, and you know, here I am now, being able to do certain things and still tailing off of the voice thing.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. Um, from good old Hannah, South Carolina, you've done
Uh,
well.
Like,
Um, so you had this incredible experience. Not many people get that. But you also have struggled through the years in the mental capacity,
mm,
and you shared that with me 2 years ago during Mental Health Awareness Month because you wanted people to know things need to be talked about, things need to be addressed because you cared. So during that time, and you left performing,
mhm.
you left doing some of the things that had led to you being on The Voice, and to regroup, see where you wanted to move forward in life. So you've done a couple things along the way with different businesses, but now you're in this new season and something has been placed on your heart that you want to do. And that is to share more of your story in the way of helping others. As you and I like to say, sharing is caring. Tell me about
Sharing
your
is
future
caring.
plans.
Yeah, Nicole, I really just I had ups and downs, and it got to where I was waking up in the morning, and yeah, I was doing a 9 to 5 after the fire service. I felt very lost. I would hear a fire truck go by and hear the sirens, and self-worth just went down. And like, what am I doing here? And I had a few, jobs that I tried to do, and it didn't click. I wasn't there mentally, um, and even within the last year. I've learned a lot about myself, and it's not a bad thing that I'm not able to um, be the outgoing person that I used to be, because I mean my motto every day is it's okay to not be okay. And um, I think more people need to know that. More people need to get behind it, and let's break the stigma of we have to be strong every day. You don't have to be strong. And with this, the social media world has changed so much to where whenever I started in music, you really had to put your nose on the grindstone. You had to go out. You had to call venues. You had to book this. You had to book that. If you didn't have management, then you needed to be your own manager. And it's not like that now. Now we have phones, we have all these different platforms. And I, like you said, I'm very, very passionate about the mental health thing and trying to help people and talking to people and have them, share their experiences, but also by sharing their experiences, they are helping themselves, even though they may not know it. Um, so yeah, I guess I want to be a digital creator now, and and um, I want to start this channel to where I talk about my experiences. I
Yes.
want to hear other people's experiences. Um, and I don't want people to be limited. Like if they need to get something off their chest, they need to get it off their chest. It's like no holds bar, like a WWE, whatever. You come off the top ropes and let me have it. I can handle it. Um, and that's where I'm at now, and luckily I'm able to do that. I can start with the music again. I can put the music back out there, and I don't have to deal with stuff anymore that I used to.
It's a safer place for you to still be able to do some of the things that you love. And with your challenges in the past, and it is a little bit of depression if I'm correct, right?
110%. Yes.
Okay. And all of us are at times low and down and sad. For some people, it lingers. And you're saying it's okay, but you know what? I want to help you move through it because we're all just moving through life the best that we can. So I love the fact that you recognize that and that you want to help others see it's okay not to be okay, but there's an outlet for you and you want to be that outlet. And you are calling your channel, your new podcast, as a digital creator, what state are you in, correct?
That is it.
Okay, well, tell my folks what that means because it kind of has a dual meaning.
It does. I mean, I I was sitting there trying to think of what could I call this channel and stuff like that, and um, now I do a lot of things for myself. One of those things, I play competitive video games. Midlife crisis. I know, but it could be worse.
There
Um,
are worse things as far as a midlife crisis. I think you're okay.
I started meeting all these different people from all over the United States, and not only the United States, but uh, some now very dear friends of mine in the UK, um, Poland. I mean, the list goes on. Places I have no idea. Whenever they tell me where they're from, I'm like, yeah, I know exactly where you. I got no clue where they're from, but I was like, well, what state are you in? And I want to know what state they're in as far as the physical state, but I want to know from their state, what state are you in? What state of mind are you in? Whether it's good, whether it's bad, whether you just kind of on the fence and like, I really want to be happy, but I kind of feel sad. I want to know all those things. And I'm not a licensed therapist. My cohort in all this, Eric Grisham, who is a retired police officer out of Oklahoma that I've never seen face to face. We chat via through the phone and stuff, but I love this guy like a brother. He he is licensed. But we kind of threw this thing back and forth to where, we just talk about our personal experiences, and it may not relate to everyone. And um in the opening thing of the channel on YouTube, I flat out say, hey, hit like, hit subscribe if you want to. The only thing that I request that you absolutely do is share.
Mhm.
You don't have to like the channel, you don't have to subscribe to it, but at least share it, because you never know who is out there, and they may catch 10 seconds of it, but it could be 10 seconds that this person is they're in such a bad place. And the statistics show suicide rates are up. They're out the roof. And there's no sense in these people. And if I choke up talking about it, I can't help it. But um if you are at the point to where you are going to take your own life, you need to be able to have somebody that you can talk to. I want to be that person. Um and I want to share my story, and a lot of it is very dark. Um, and but then there's a lot of parts that it's beautiful. My life now, yes, every day is a struggle, but I have an amazing wife, amazing kids, an amazing life, and I try to remind myself on the bad days, you know, you have this going for you, and somebody, they may not have that person. They may not have that person to say, "Hey, you know what? You're worth it. It's okay to not be okay." Um,
Mhm.
and if there's any way that I can be the person to say, "Hey, it's okay. I'm here. I'm going to listen, and we'll talk about this. We'll get through it. You are worth it." That's all I want. That's really all.
Well, I think at the end of the day, people are just looking for someone to hear them. People want to be seen, they want to be heard, they want to be listened to. And that's so important for you to be able to give these people that opportunity to do so, because we can't reach everyone, but we can certainly try. And your passion has turned into your purpose of starting this YouTube channel, of becoming a digital creator to try to be one more person in this world that can see that person, hear that person, and listen to them and save a life, save lives. That's what it's going to come down to at the end of the day, is you could be a lifesaver for someone. And what a gift that you're willing to give to someone. So kudos to you. I wish you all the best as you take on this new project. And it's going to be great. It's going to be great, Warren. I just know it. Absolutely. See, I'm cheering you on. I'm going to lift you up. I'm going to be sure to send you messages, and you're going to tell me on days I'm not feeling, and I'm going to say, you can do it. Because trust me, anytime you take on something new that's out of your comfort zone, it's hard because there's a learning curve on a lot of things. But where there's a will, there's a way. And you have so much to bring to the table for folks. They need you. So keep that in mind whenever you get frustrated, whenever you're having a bad day about it. Listen, I also want to share with everyone that you shared with me. You are still writing songs. You are still performing sometimes at select venues, ones that are more, you know, quaint, private, smaller. Um, and you've got a song out now that you've written for someone. Tell me
Yep.
about that.
So I wrote this song with two very good friends of mine whenever I was in Nashville. Josh Phillips, who has, I'm so proud of this dude. We live together. He's a very close friend, but he has a number one with Cody Johnson, and then Ray Fulcher, who has a number one with Luke Combs. Um, I was blessed to be in the room with these guys, and um, Josh and we talked a lot, and this was before I even like really considered mental health issues. And my little cousin, who is an army veteran, and he served in Afghanistan and stuff, and he went through a lot over there,
Mm,
and he come home, and the song was written kind of around the concept of not so much not so much him, but the people in our lives that that are our champions. This song more so about his wife Erica, like she's one of the strongest human beings I know, because at the time he was deployed in Afghanistan. He's from Hannah, South Carolina, and he was stationed in Fairbanks, Alaska.
mm,
And she had a newborn baby, my niece, and my nephew was on the way. And if I'm not mistaken, it was somewhere around Christmas time. We get a call that um, there was a terrible accident that happened with his group, his platoon, and he lost a very close friend of his. Um, and it, it's more so a song of we tell the people that we love you need to run away
mm.
because I'm broken, that like you can't fix me. Um, and thank God, you know, we have these people that come into our life that say, I'm not going to let you go. I am going to fix you. Um, and it's a song called "Runaway Girl," which is probably one of my favorite that I've ever been a part of writing, and it's it's become more so of my mental health anthem. Yes, it's slow, but it's country. So,
So you are still writing songs,
yep,
you're still performing some,
yep,
and you'll move forward where you feel led to sing in the future as far as um, publicly. So we look forward to that. Wow, this has just really been an amazing update from you, an amazing conversation. As we close, what are the final thoughts that you would like to share with others?
um, it's hard to talk about, Nicole, and and not just lose it. Um,
Well, that's okay, though, because
uh,
we all genuine and real, and it's okay to be vulnerable. And I think more people should be that way. It's okay to let down our guard and be vulnerable because it's important to see that we're all human. We all have things that we face. And when I can be strong for someone else, then someone is strong for me when I am not able to be strong. And I feel like that's what your goal in life is to be strong for someone else, but then there's someone there that is strong for you in your moment too.
I agree, and I haven't been um the poster boy for being a good person. Or I wouldn't say a good person, but I have my flaws and stuff like that, and I deal with that every day. But you know, what I want people to understand, and this goes to goes to all the haters too, because you're always going to have somebody that is going to try to bring you down. And to those people, I say, I'm sorry. Sorry I put you in that mind state to where you feel like you need to beat me down. But, go ahead. I got very strong shoulders. I work them out every day. And, to the people that need help and that need a champion, I will be your champion. Again, I have very strong shoulders. I work them out every day so I can carry my burdens and I can carry yours too. And, um, just if somebody's feeling like they can't go on anymore, don't don't succumb to that pressure, because everybody in this world is good enough, and the world throws curveballs at us every day. And I mean, we have to kind of face it. It's
Yeah.
it's a nasty, nasty world out there, and if we don't have people that will stand beside us and behind us, then we don't have anything. So I want people to know that I'm here for you. If you need to talk, you need to send me an email. Send me an email, and I would love to have you on. What state are you in? And stay positive, stay true, stay healthy. Um,
Yeah.
and even though it's hard sometimes, put a smile on your face, because if you portray happiness and you portray positivity, I promise it's going to come back, and it's not going to be fake anymore. You may be faking the smile to start with, but
Yeah.
as long as you put the smile on your face and you think positive thoughts, it will come back to you.
It's great advice, Warren. Great advice. Okay, so where can people find you as you move forward with this wonderful podcast?
So the YouTube channel is www.youtube.com/at what state 5150. And from there you'll be able to find the Facebook stuff.
Okay.
I'm getting a TikTok or a TikTok or whatever. Like, I never thought I would say that.
Yeah.
But like the TikTok channel, I want it to be positive thought. Every time I post on TikTok, it's going to be a 1 minute thing of, hey, what's positive about today? Did you
Sure.
step in dog poop? Yes, you may have stepped in dog poop, but the sun was shining. That's a
That's right.
positive
Look for
thing.
the positive. Look for the positive. So basically, all streaming platforms, what state are you in? Put in your name and they can find you and follow you and get information that helps them stay positive, helps them be encouraged. And, when things aren't going well, so tells them then it's okay if you're not okay today, but you need to keep going. And that's
Yep.
really what hear is your message, if I'm hearing you correctly.
110% correct.
But, well, you always have a voice here at Conversations with Nicole, with what I'm always called, that news lady. So you're the singing firefighter. So I'm always going to be the news lady. So together we just have to keep sending positive vibes out into the world on our new platforms, because we
Exactly.
all have a purpose, and usually our passion is our purpose. And I feel that's, we're two kindred spirits in that regards, Warren. So I wish you all the best. And I really, really want to thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
The best is yet to come for you, my friend. And that will do it for this edition of Conversations with Nicole. Until I see you again, I hope you have a positive and, as Warren would say, a happy day as well.